Let's go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn, good whatever you find yourself. Welcome to another episode. Is this loud? I think so. Hold on, guys. Let me check something. Seems my audio is quite loud. Let's see what's happening. How about this? Sorry if you had me too loud or extremely loud. It's just, one of those things. Anyways, welcome to the show. Welcome, Kanadu Akwesi Akwoko. Welcome. Actually, let's see. Welcome to the show. Hello. Hi. This is just truly Samala Journey bringing you another episode of the past series. Drum roll. Wait, I have a drum roll effect. Anyways, this is the first one in this quarter, or like this part of the year. Yeah, we haven't done a power series. No, we did. We actually have done. Why am I forgetting? I think I'm overexcited. Anyways, thank you guys for joining your first time. Oh, awesome. Actually, guys, you need to be seeing this. You need to see this. So, your first time. Oh, let's welcome Kwanedu Akwesi Akwoko. Welcome to the show. This is your first time. Thank you so much. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell as well. Welcome. Key. Welcome. We are here. Yes, we are here in the building. That's interesting. Today, a lot of the ghosts are surfacing. Yeah, welcome. Awesome. So, yeah, let's get into it. Don't get too carried away. So, thank you for joining me on today's episode. So you may probably have seen the banners already. Today we're going to be talking about integrating the AI Builder. Right now, AI Builder is Microsoft's part of Microsoft service to integrate artificial intelligence and make it seamless, without you having to be a data scientist or crazy AI person, but easily for you to integrate it into your solutions, especially on the Power Platform. So Power Apps, Power Automate. So today we're going to start that series. So we're going to have four episodes of Power Platform and AI Builder integration, 4 episodes. So we're going to do it the low code, no code way. And today is the introduction of the first episode of that. So be expecting more of those. Actually, let me welcome you all right? So if this sounds like something that's of interest to you, stick and stay, don't go anywhere. When we go take our series montage, we'll get right into the game. Awesome. It's your journey into the Power Platform. Now, please, if you have any questions pertaining to Power Platform or, the AI build, whatever we're doing, don't hesitate to drop it in the comment section. Just drop it in the comment section. Just put it there. I would get this and try to answer the questions for you. So, like, you know how we do it. Before we get started with, all the craziness and all the stuff that I do, I like to bring to you some important stuff that's happening in the world of technology, but specifically in the world of Power Platform and stuff like that. So let's go and let me share the first few ones that we need to be looking at. So the first one here is the Power Platform Conference. Is the Microsoft Power Platform Conference happening from the 20th to the 22nd of September 2022 in Florida, Orlando, Florida. So if you happen to be in the Florida, Orlando area in 20th to 22nd of September, the workshop is happening there. There are over 110 speakers, over 150 plus sessions, 18 plus workshops, and 40 exhibitions. So if you're in that, please go register. I'll drop the link as well pretty soon when I come back on. Actually, let's do that right now so that people can take a look at that. I'm also going to drop it I'll drop it in the chat as well, so you can see that. So it's dropped in the chat, right? So that's the first one happening 20th to 22nd of September 2022, Orlando, Florida. The second thing I want to draw your attention to is the Data Fest Africa. Yep. Data Fest Africa is our own Africa Data Festival. You might want to put it that way. Yeah. You might want to put it that way. Sorry. It is our own Data Festival. All right. Yeah. So info also on your screen if you want to register. That's actually happening in October. Right. It's happening in October in Nigeria. So October 14th, which happens to be my birthday, I might be in Nigeria to celebrate the birthday with them. So October 14th and 15th, in person, and there might be some virtual stuff as well. But right now it's in person in Lagos, Nigeria, University of Lagos, Nigeria. So for all my Nigerian folks and people around the world who want to travel to Nigeria for the Data Festival, Africa Data Festival, Data Fest Africa, how we call it, please go check out the site as well and register. So it's datafestafrica.com. Go check that one out and register. Yeah, so pretty much that's all the all the fun stuff about things happening. But there's something I want to do right now. So people say I don't sorry guys. So people say wow, what's happening? Sorry guys. So people say I don't talk much about this side of me. All right. People say you don't talk about this side of yourself. So let's see. People say, so funny enough, in as much as we want people to join us, there's some crazy bots that throw a lot of crazy stuff, here. So as people are saying, people say I don't talk much about this side of me. So I actually just don't do technology. Yes, I don't just do technology, guys. I'm also into other businesses as well. So I sell, well, I wouldn't say I sell soap. I manufacture and sell soaps. Yes, I manufacture and sell soap. So what you're seeing right now is my product. Yes, it's my product. It is my product. It's called the Care Essentials. All right. It's sold out. Oh, really? Wow. I mean, sorry guys, but I just got I'm being told Data Fest Africa is sold out. Wow. Well, that's David Abu and your team, if you're watching. Maybe let's talk after the show. Let's see the virtual options. I don't know so far whether there's going like how the virtual option is going to happen, but I'm going to have a conversation with them, and then we will figure out if the virtual sessions are happening, if you can register and take a virtual session. But your team, yeah. Adenkule, your team, please, let's talk after the show. All right, let's figure that out. Yeah, so back to the main thing, back to my little selling before I jump on the show. Yes, so what you're seeing on your screen is Care Essentials. Yes, it is my product. It's done right here. So we do this right here in Ghana. It's not imported. It's not white labeled. It's not one of those things you buy from China and then you come and label. No. I don't do that. So this is actually done here, packaged the way you see it. So if you want some, if you're a shop, you want to, sell some for us, retailers or all that, please pick the number 0200371908 or 0595011287. So call these numbers. My team will get back to you, and then, yeah, we'll make that. Yeah. Someone is saying, why should I be doing? Yes, this is what gives me money to come and pay for internet and all these crazy things for you to see. So please let me do some small selling. Anyways, yeah. That's all out of the way. Yes, welcome to the show, Shadrach. Welcome to the show. So let's get into the meat of things. So today, we're talking about Power Platform and the AI Builder. All right. If you don't know what the AI Builder is, basically the AI Builder is one of Microsoft's services. All right. Let me see if I can, most times I usually do not. Hold on. Let's see. Let me do this. Let me do this. thank you, Adekunle. So if you have any questions, all right, um, if you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section, and then I'll try as much as possible to answer this. I'm trying to pull up my yes, next time make it a banner. Yeah, I will try to. I'll try to make it a banner. Yes, this is what pays for the internet and things to do. So yeah, I don't just do tech. So yeah, that's fun fact, something you know about me. So one day, if you have me on your show and you are asked, tell me something else someone does. You know, yeah, someone manufactures and sells, and sells soap. All right. So yeah. So pretty much, let's do that. Okay, now, before we get into it, let me share this quickly. Where's that folder of mine? The show folder. I know people are like, hey, get to it anyways. But yeah, I'm getting to it. Relax, okay? I'm getting. I am getting to it. Platform. Let me open this. Yeah, I'm gonna open it with VLC. All right. I want to share something with you guys. So all right, so let's take a listen to this, and then I'll continue my blabbing.
Power Platform gives you the ability to create and run thousands of applications, flows, and intelligent agent with a smart, secure, and scalable data platform. AI Builder in Power Platform allows you to use AI models that are designed to optimize your business processes and easily get insights from your data in Power Automate and Power Apps. Power Automate templates are already available to extract data such as attachments from emails. The emails can be sent to the AI training model you've built and get an alert when the extracted data. In this case, here is the new email that's come through, a little bit more information of actions, and all the attachments have been sent to the processes step in the AI. And voila, there you have it. Azure Cognitive Services brings AI within reach without requiring machine learning expertise. You can add a wide range of AI scenarios in your apps and flows. And of course, anybody can get started with testing AI Builder. All you have to do is try it for free.
Yep. So that is it. That's just a quick overview of the AI Builder. Sorry about that. So, like I was saying, pretty much what the AI Builder does is allows you to add intelligence to your, applications without the hassle of being a data scientist, an AI person, machine, all those stuff, right? You don't necessarily need to be an expert to be able to do that, all right? So that's what AI Builder is. Look at it from the perspective of low code, no code. So you're not writing any hardcore programming, to do machine learning models and stuff like that. However, all right. However, if you are a pro coder, okay, if you're a pro coder, you can leverage things like Azure Cognitive Services. For those that followed me on Friday, this just past Friday, we started a series on Justify technology on cognitive services, and yesterday we talked about language. So if you're a pro coder, AI Builder allows you to also go build your pro AI models and stuff like that, and bring them into AI Builder, and then into your Power Automate or Power. If you've also followed me on the channel, you also remember that I shared something about Lobe AI. Let me actually do that right now. So Lobe.ai is also a service. Actually, it's free. It's a free tool that was created by Microsoft that allows you to train machine learning models, seamlessly and easily without the hassle of writing lots of, code and stuff like that. So if you want to do, let's say, object recognition or some, classification and all that, it's just a matter of providing data set, pictures, images, videos, whatever, train the model, get the accuracy, and then it creates a machine learning model that you can bring into actually consume in Power Apps or Power Automate. All right. So these options are there. But today, we're going to be taking a look at the capabilities of AI Builder. All right. So we've just seen just an overview of what AI Builder is. So it allows you to enhance your application. Now, most times, all right, most times when you're building solutions, you want the ability to automate some of the things and also infuse some kind of intelligence into it. There are a few use cases, for the AI Builder. Now, it comes with pre-built stuff as well. So it's not just use cases, all right? Now, let's take a look at the quick features. I want to go through the official doc stuff so you can probably, sorry, you can probably understand all that. So now let's quickly talk about the models and the business scenario. So you might have, especially if you're doing a lot of enterprise business and processing. But wait, it is not only limited to enterprise or big clients. Pretty much any size company. Now, have you had the challenge or issues of processing documents? All right, and it's becoming tedious, and but you have a lot of these things to process, and you've been AI Builder and the Power Platform allows you to do this in a more easy way. Actually, let me show you a video. Not a video, actually, it's a picture. Okay. So take a close look at this. All right. So here, this is kind of like a reference, a very simple reference diagram for a basic document processing, platform, kind of like an automation system. So on the left side, you're seeing all your suppliers. So your suppliers are sending you invoices. They are sending you all forms of invoices, all forms of documents, all that, right? Now, this comes through email, right? It comes through emails and attachments, and then, obviously through your mailbox. However, you want to do some automation on this document. So imagine you want to create a process where anytime your vendor or supplier sends a purchase order or an invoice or whatever that is, attached to an email, extract that document. You want to first, get that attachment and then use, Power Automate and the AI Builder to actually extract, all right? To actually extract some from the document. So let's say the purchase order, the quantity, the amount, all those things, extract that information using document processor, and then maybe start an approval flow. Maybe it has to go through procurement. For procurement to approve it, you can use approval also in Power Automate, and then if procurement approves it, it has to go through finance and all that. All right. So this is just a very basic example of how you can leverage it. All right. And this is adding the intelligence to your system. So we'll take a look at how to do that we'll first look at Power Automate, and then we'll see the similar thing also in Power Apps. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is the model types. All right. Now, we're going to see the different model types and then the different, all right. So the data types describe the type of, the AI model. All right. So it could be a document, it could be a text, it could be structured data, it could be image data type that it works with. All right. Now, the build type, okay, or the model type, so the model type, so to speak, is whether it is, or it's a custom model. So like I mentioned, AI Builder has a lot of, pre-built or standard template or default those you can use. Okay, so that's a build type. All right, so is it a pre-built one or it's a custom one? Now, some of them can exist as both pre-built, and then you can also customize it. Okay, and then you have the model type. Some of these models that already exist, and we'll see them. So if you look at, let me bring up this, let's go full screen, and then let me bring up this table. So here you are seeing the various models. Let me actually bring zooming in. We can properly appreciate this. Yeah, so you can look here. So here, this particular model is a pre-built model, right? And it's a business card on documents, right? So if you have like a business card and you want to extract information from a business card and store it in your database or Dataverse or do some automation on it, you can use this pre-built model to do it. All right. Then there's document processing, right? So this, the model type is a document processing, but it's a custom type. You can also fine tune it. And in the series, we'll show you how to capture receipts, and we'll capture invoices and do automations with them. So this also works on document. Text recognition, this is pre-built. It allows you to recognize text on, let's say you some invoice or some document or some letter or something you want to do text recognition. You can do there's a pre-built model for that. Then you can also do receipt processing. So this is pre-built, so it can automatically detect receipt and process it. Now, just something to note. Now, receipt processing, document processing, some of these options, all right, or model types have been trained with specific some document type or some data set that might not be applicable in your region. All right, so beware about that. So don't go and pick receipt processing and say, Sam, I picked receipt processing. I was trying to process some receipt that came in and it's not working. Like I said, you have the opportunity to tweak and fine tune, all right, to tweak and fine tune receipts and all those things for yourself. All right. However, don't think that if you pick the pre-built one, once you are deploying it, please make sure you test things out before you finally use it. Then there is a category classification. So you see, we have some pre-built ones and you can have custom ones. So custom ones are when you are building your own AI model. Like I said, you can use low code, no code ways, or you can do pro ways of doing it. So if you're interested in the pro ways, join me for the series on Friday, learn how to build it, and then we can import it into this. Then there is entity extraction, right? Where you're extracting key information or data point from a text. Then you have key phrase extraction. So if you have some kind of text and you want to extract some information on it, you can also do that. And these also pre-built selection, sentiment analysis on text, right? There's a pre-built model that you can use to do that. So I gave an example in Friday's episode where you're getting some data, or let's say tweet. You're getting a tweet from people and you want to run sentiment analysis on a tweet to see if it is positive or it's negative. All right. You can do this as well. Text translation, prediction. And then look at this. So I don't know if, let's undo this. So I don't know if you can see the last part. Let's bring this here again. So prediction works on structured data. So and these are all custom models. So your data will have to be in some part. See, images, I just showed you Lobe. So you can do image classification with Lobe. Go and build your model in Lobe and import it into AI Builder. We'll see how to do that as well. And then you can do object detection. So these are the model types and the data types and the build types you can use. Now let's take a look at some very basic common business scenarios that you can use with your AI Builder capability. So again, let me get this here for us, 6. So bring it here so we can see this, right? So a couple of scenarios here. Automate customer application processing, right? So this would fall under, you would use a document processing model to do. You have some kind of an application. So people, when your clients or customers send the filled application, you can now use document processing to extract that information and then store it or do some other business process with it. Automate report, so receipt processing. People travel or they do they perform expenses on behalf of the company when they are probably on travel or vacation or meetings and stuff like that. So you can do the receipt processing where either they take a picture of the receipt and then they send it to an email or something, and your AI model is able to pick out all the data points or information on the receipt and attach it to a travel expense report or something like that. Then you can do things like categorization of user feedback, okay, based on their focus under category classification. Then you can do getting insight. So you're doing entity extraction. You want to feel that document is in a particular language, you can do that. And then here, this is always interesting to me, sentiment analysis, all right, where you identify and classify customer feedback. You need to know what your customers are saying or feeling about your product, right? In this case, you don't need to be a data scientist, to really program this or to do this. Now, AI Builder and the Power Platform makes this easy for you. So you can see that you can identify and classify customers based on their feedback. So if a customer tweeted something, you can analysis on it and figure out if it's positive or negative, all right? And then you have other use cases like identify fraudulent transactions using predictions, get alerted to social media posts referencing your brand. So you see, key phrase extraction. So for those of you that do market activation or social media campaigns for people, and how many times you want to create an automated system where, like, let's say for instance, you've asked your customers, go to my social media handle and tweet, using the hashtag something something, right? So you can now leverage things like this. Hey, so anytime the key phrase or the hashtag is sent out, right? What you want to do is that you pick that and do some kind of processing on it. So automating contactless, you get people's business card, you scan it, and then boop, that information is collected for something. And then take a photo of a text and save it to the database. Text recognition is also part of the things, you can do. So these are but a few of the many use cases for the AI builder. And like I said, it's integrated into Power Automate and Power Apps and allows you to bring in also external things from, let's say, Azure Cognitive Services. All right. So cool. Next step. So now that we have, some general overview understanding of it, let's go ahead and see if or how we can build a model, or either use, first, let's start by just picking one of the template modules, configure it and test it out. All right. And so if you have any questions, please don't hesitate. Actually, let me clear this. Refresh the whole of this. Here. All right. So this is the time. If you have any questions, please drop them in your, in your comment section, and I'll do well to, check it out for you. So I think I need to stop a few things. Let's see, because for some reason today it looks like my connectivity is a bit down, but hey, yeah, we got you covered. All right, so let's go here. I've shown you loop, so we can get rid of this. Let's go AI to the world. Yes, that is true, my brother. That is true. Prince Kissy, thank you for joining. Thank you. AI to the world. Yes, great stuff. Yeah, AI does a lot of things. So, and the cool thing. So, Prince, in a situation where your automations there, so for those who know me, you know that I like to infuse a lot of different crazy text together. So Prince Kissy, imagine that. Let's see this. Let me just check this real quick. Okay, so Prince, imagine that on your conveyor belt, okay, or in your setup or your system, okay, you put a camera there, and we've created an AI inference model, AI model on that is, that the camera feed is being run through. And then if it detects some maybe object out of place or out of sync, that could also be sent to automation to say, hey, something has happened on the timing belt, either pause it, send a report, take a picture, all those things, those crazy things can be done as well. Or you could use setting sensor data and, automate stuff. Don't worry, we're getting to IoT as well. But just so you know, all these things are connected. And I try as much as possible to show that. All right. I try as much as possible to show that on my show, where you can take it from one technology to another. All right. Awesome. So let's go. I'm trying to move all that. So basically what you want to do is just log on. Let's go to the page. So all you want to do here is just log on to that Power Automate or Power Platform. All right. So let's go with Power Automate. So you go to Power Automate and all the way down to AI Builder. All right. And then you can go to, so let's explore it. So Automate. There you go. So Power Automate. Here you go under AI Builder. You can see here explore. You can see models. You can also see document automation. So all these things under the AI Builder. All right. So you can click on explore. So here under explore, so we're taking a tour. So don't worry. Today we're just we're going through this and we'll be building. We'll pick a quick one and test that out. So let's go. If you have any questions, people, drop it. Questions about AI Builder, AI, Power Automate, Power Platform, just drop it. So here, all the capabilities, or for each of the data types. So if you want models that document, we have invoice processing. All right. So extract information from invoices, We have text recognition. You can extract all the text in photos and PDFs. Receipt processing, extract information from a receipt. Identity document reader. I have tested this on a passport before and it works. Most of the international standard documents work, but if you want to try this on your local identity card or anything identity document, you might not get accurate readings. But that doesn't mean it doesn't work. You can actually customize or fine tune it to pretty much read your cards. And then business card reader, where you extract information from business card, and then document processing, where you can extract custom information from your documents. Now, this is a custom module, so you can pretty much make changes to it yourself. Okay, so that's for everything under documents. Now, let's take a look at those under text. So for text, we have here sentiment analysis, where you can detect a negative and positive or neutral sentiment in the text data. And then you have the category classifier, so you can classify customer feedback into predefined categories. Now, this is in preview mode, so don't try to use this in production, please. And then there is a key element from, entity extraction. So you're looking for setting keywords in a text, and then you can extract those. The same for key phrase extraction. Language detection, we've mentioned you can use this to detect predominant language of a text document. So I can pick a document and say, hey, what language do I think this is? And then it will tell you, hey, this is it. And I can now use translation. Once I've figured out what language it is, I can use translation AI module to translate it. And then here again, there are two custom modules here, which is category classification and entity extraction as well. So then let's look at for structured data. So for structured data, there is the predict future outcomes from historical data. So in this case, you need to provide your model with some kind of structured data for it to build or train the model on. So sorry. So the process is you either pick a predefined model or you build a model. You train and test the model, right? And once it meets your requirements, you then publish the model, and then you can start consuming it in your services. All right. And then let's take a look at images. So under image, we see this 3 dominant capabilities, where you have text recognition from images or PDFs, and then you have object detection. So I can say I have a picture and I want to detect what object is in it. All right. And then you can have classification. All right. And this is powered by Loop. So like I mentioned from the beginning, you can have, build your model in Loop.ai and bring it in. Jay Sleno, welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, this is great. If you have any question, please. Yes, it's awesome. So if you have any question, please drop it in there, and I'll try and as much as possible to answer that for you. All right. So with all this in mind, like I mentioned, we'll probably want to maybe take one, and try it. Now, one thing to note is that in here, Microsoft has provided case studies for you, and then, learning modules that you can go to Microsoft Learn and learn more about this. And below here, you can see a lot of case studies, how companies are using it. There's one here where quote request was simplified using the AI builder, right? Classification and validation of US vaccination. So this sounds like something of interest. You know what? Let's actually sentiment. So let's look at 2 use cases, guys. Okay, let's just look at 2 use cases, and then so you can see all these people are using AI builder, Microsoft, Coca-Cola, Farmer's Choice, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. All right. I want us to take a look at 2 use cases real quick. All right. And just to give us the idea of what's happening. So this here, using the Power Platform to automate the classification and validation of US vaccination record cards. So here they used Power Automate. Obviously, that's when the processing came through. They used the AI builder to build it, and then they used Lobe, which I've been telling you about, Lobe.ai. Go check it out. So they used Lobe AI to help them train the image, the model, right? And then they took it into AI builder, and then they covered it up. So you see something like this. So this is the COVID card. So in that case, we also have some. So you can see all this information. So they're able to extract all this information, validate it, and push it. So you can see this. So they use Lobe, train the models. It was an image, so sent a couple of it for it to train and learn from it. And then they built a model, and then they brought this model into AI Builder, right? They exported it into Power Platform, and then brought it into AI Builder. As you can see models here. They brought it in, and then they leverage it. So that's the same part that we can take. So see, the use cases are endless. If your idea or your need is not covered by the pre-built models, you can actually build your own. All right, either directly from within, customizing the pre-built ones, or using Lobe AI to do it. Okay, so enough of the talk. Let's try to do something before we end today's show. So let's go to all. Let me bring this thing here. Actually, let's bring this one here. And then, so again, let me quickly show you this so in Power Apps as well, if you go to your home, you can also click on AI Builder, and then maybe you can click on Explore, and the UI is almost, the same. Here, we've gone through the whole thing, so it's pretty much the same thing, right? So today we'll be focusing on Power Automate. You can use this in Power Automate, you can use it in Power Apps, okay? Sorry guys. And now if you have any specific use case or question, right, that you want us to try, want us to talk more about, drop it in the comment section, and then maybe we'll build that use case along as we move along, so it's easier for you, to understand. All right. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and see if we can model. So we have our Dataverse. I think we have our Dataverse, and one of the prerequisites is that, hey, you need to make sure that you have Dataverse enabled in your environment. All right. So let's go to the AI Builder, Explore. We are already here. Which one should we try? For those still watching us, we can try one of the custom modules as well, or we can just pick extract information from invoices. Would we have the invoice? That'll be the thing. So meaning that we'd have to get the invoice and set it. I want us to pick one that we can easily test out. Okay, so let's see. Do we just do extracting from receipt and invoice will be the same thing? We can try. Okay, you know what? Let's try the custom model, right? But wait, if we try the custom model, it means that we also need to provide. Okay, let me just use this. Let me just use the custom model to give you some information on how this works. So you see here, the two files that have been uploaded. All right, and if we look at the two files, this is like an invoice. Now we can use AI Builder to pretty much try to train this on this picture. So that means there's things like this one is captured under the name. You see this here is captured under address, and you can see the confidence score by the AI model beneath it. So for every data point that the AI Builder picks, it's able to tell you, hey, I'm very confident that this is an address. So 99% confidence. This is quite high, all right? The same is applicable to all the other parts of the documents. And when it's done, it shows you all the extracted images, and then even gives you a table of the data which you're seeing here. Okay, so imagine this to be one of your supplier's invoice. This is how your invoice from one supplier comes in. All right, you can now use this to train it, and so anytime you receive an invoice from this supplier, you can be guaranteed that all these data on the right here, right, all the data you are seeing here on the right would have been captured, right? And then if you want to put it in a database, if you want to start another, internal workflow, you can easily do it. For that, the sky is the limit, all right? Or the sky is not the limit. To put it that way, that you can go beyond the sky, all right? So maybe we can just, My only concern here is that if we do the get started, okay, if we just run this, it means I would have to provide a document, or have to provide similar structured document, for it to review it. Okay. I'm trying to do something right on my look for one of those invoice templates, fill it in and do that. That would be your assignment. I think I have to start giving you assignments so you actually engage. But pretty much that's it. So if you want to use this model, you go ahead, you do the get started, and this will load the model in, and then you will train the model. All right. You build your model, you train your model, you publish your model, and then you leverage it. All right. Now, so you see that template that we picked, it's asking us to see the process. So is it a structured document, right? Let me bring this up. Is it a structured document? Is it an unstructured and free-form document? Now, this is in preview, so be mindful when you use it. It could be possible that if you use it now, you might not get high accuracy, but by the time it goes GA and it's done, you get a lot more accuracy. So if it's structured, so I gave an example: invoices, purchase orders, delivery orders, tax forms. If you have specific, structure for your various vendors and suppliers, then you can select specific structured, and then it will ask you to upload. So I will not finish. I'll probably go and pick a different, but I just want to walk you through this process. So if I say structured and I click on next, now what's going to happen is, okay, so I need to add, all right, I need to add the information, right? So you see here, is it a field? Is it a checkbox? Is it a single? So I can add the various components so let's say it's a field, right? Next. And then the name of the field. So we'll go through the whole of this process. Okay, you know what we'll do? I'll go and pick a very simple one that doesn't require, but next week's episode, I'll come up with a bunch of invoices and purchase orders, and then we'll do that example, all right? We'll start building from there. Today is more of an introductory, seeing how it is done, familiarize with the environment, and then we'll do 1 or 2 tests. So let's go back, actually. So we pick one that we can easily test out on the stream, and then you can come with your own, how do you call it? You can come with your, let's see. There you go. All right. So I'll just I'll just save this and close for now. All right, because I want to pick a different module. So okay, let's go. So let's explore this. Let's go back. I'm not added it. Can I download? Let's see. So let's see what we have here. Let's see. So Alfred says that, can I download a model and use it in the Flutter app? Good point. Okay, so for AI Builder, all right. So for AI Builder, you cannot use it in a Flutter app, but if you use the Azure Cognitive Services, which is the series I'm doing, coincidentally, I'm also doing an AI series on Demystify Tech on Fridays. Now, if you join me on the Friday series, you will learn that you can use the Azure Cognitive Services to build a lot of these modules and then export them into usable, into your Flutter app and all that. However, let's stay in the context of Power Platform. The answer will be yes or no, right? No. The answer is yes and no. The answer is yes and no. The answer would be yes and... Sorry, stop messing around. Don't mind me, so I'm just trying to... So this is how you would go about it if you want to use the Power Platform. Now, if you've used Power Automate before, you can create automations in Power Automate, right? Now, since we say you can do this particular thing in Power Apps and as well as Power Automate, but keeping it in the context of Flutter, what you can do is that you can create your module right now like we're going to do, and then create a Power Automate flow. So you can have a flow that is called by an HTTP endpoint, right? so that when you call that HTTP endpoint, that HTTP endpoint actually now calls your flow that is using this AI builder to do whatever you want to do, right? And then sends you the result. So does that make sense? So the inverse will be pretty cool. Yes, we'll do the inverse next week. Yeah, so is that clear? You know what? Yeah, let's see if I can quickly show you that. All right, quickly. All right, so let's go back here. We'll see. We shall see. Cool. So let's this time around. Okay, let's do awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, so let's do this. Let's even try to do something like sentiment analysis. Okay, let's do a quick sentiment analysis one. So a positive score is 100%. Okay, let's say confidence level, positive score 100. That's fine. So English, type your own text. So let's say, let me give you an example. Okay, can we use, you know what? I always like to do this thing. So online random sentence generator. Okay, I know you definitely find something online that does something like this. Okay, how long okay, we have like 10 minutes, so don't worry, we can do it. So let's say random sentence generated word finder. Let's go and do this quickly. Okay, let's just say we want one sentence, right? Phrases, questions. So type of sentence. Well, let's just say sentence. All right. And then let's generate a sentence. Actually, let's generate like 3, 5. Okay, let's select. Let's mix it up. All right. Generate the sentence. Cool. Now look at this. We have 3 sentences. All right. Let me see if I generate, I'll get another. Okay, good. So we have 3 sentences here. So there is, for those who can't see, I just went to, I didn't want to, I couldn't figure out to make up in my mind just to do, but we'll look at this. So the car was a fun spot to sit on. And then I think she likes me, and then why me? All right. Now these 3 sentences, we're just going to go ahead. Let me copy this one. Okay. Let's copy the sentence and then come here to the AI builder. Sorry, yeah, let's close this. We're doing it in Power Automate. Open this, and then I'm going to paste that sentence here and then do analyze. There was even a random sample there, but I just wanted to, so that you don't think I am the one copying something. Now look at this. Look at the confidence score of this. All right. It says that for this text that I have entered, the car was a fun spot to sit on. The sentiment, the positive sentiment it's 99. All right. So let's now generate another one. My device stopped working after only 2 hours. Sorry, after only 2 months. Let's analyze this again and see. So this says is negative, right? So, and the confidence is 96. So this is telling you that this sentiment that is being expressed by whoever said this is negative. Then now you can start a complete whole process. All right. So let's use this. And as you can see, this is a pre-built model, right? So I'm going, now you see this. So I can use it. Look down here. You see here, I can say I want to use this in a flow, or use this in an app. All right. Now, when it says use this in an app, it means power apps. So it means you have a power app that you want to use it in. But in this case, let's tailor it to Sosu's questing, where he wants to use it in another app, which is not anything in the Power Platform, but going to leverage the how do you call it, the Power Automate. So I'm going to say I want to use it in a flow, and this is going to, create a flow and all that and bring it in. All right, so let's go ahead. Now it's pre-built, so this is a pre-built one, so I can pretty much just call it and use it. So let's do this so you understand what I mean. So I'm going to go here. So you see, analyze sentiment of dynamics. There's also send an Outlook email when negative tweet is posted as per AI builder, right? Now, in this case, if you look at this flow, they want to read it from a tweet. But in your case, let's assume that your mobile app is where the user is going to enter the sentiment, right? Your Flutter application is the first point of call. So they enter something in your Flutter application and you want to do the sentiment analysis to know, is this positive feedback or negative feedback within your Flutter app, right? So I'm just going to go to our flow. First of all, let's create a solution. Sorry, guys. How many minutes do we have? We have like 6 minutes. I think we can do this in 6 minutes. So I'm going to go to solution. I'm going to create a solution. Let's just do this for the sake of time, and so we can build this for us to see. Let me go to my flow. There's going to be a new automated cloud flow, and then we'll say we'll call this Flutter sentiment. All right, and then this one will be triggered by HTTP. Where is that? I'll just, we'll just keep this. Let me copy this here. We'll just keep this, and then we'll come here. And then we will do, so this is the route. You create a flow that leverages that module, and then you can now use your app to call it. So let's do HTTP. Let's do request. What we need is a request. Request. All right. So so this is it. So what I'm doing is when an HTTP request is received. All right. So select this. And so now when an HTTP request is received, okay. So let's do this. So this is going to generate a body once I save it. So let me try to save this. No, sorry. Cancel. So let's say so in your very simple case, you will just say something like, you call this feedback, or let's just call this text, right? So that is it. So all I'm doing now is when I'm going to receive an HTTP request to an endpoint that will be generated once I save this flow. And the body is going to be like this. It's going to have a payload of text, and then whatever text you want to check. All right. So let's save this. It will ask me to add another one. So let's go here. So when this happens, I want to let's do something like, let's do a simple variable. Okay. Let's do a simple variable, and then initialize the variable. And then I'll call this one var score. And this can be, let's see, an integer. All right. Let's make it a float. There's nothing wrong with it. And then I'll add another one here. Another variable. And then this would be, we'll call this one, let's call this var sentiment. All right, sentiment. I hope I spelled it well. This is just going to be a string. Okay. And now let's save this. Now, so you realize that what's going to happen is that as soon as I save this, once this is done, you'll see that a URL has been generated for me. This is the URL right here. Okay, right here. So we'll come back to this URL. We have 2 minutes. Okay, so now all I'm doing is when you call this endpoint, right, you're going to pass this body to it. Okay, so let's see. Do I want to pass? Okay, you know what? Let's do this just to make it easier for us. Okay, I'm just going to add another action, and then I'll say pass. It will be a pass JSON. Okay? So the content is going to be from the HTTP body. All right. And I'll generate from a sample and then done. Okay. And then we'll save this. So all I have done is that this, and now this is also Power Automate, right? For those who don't know the Power Automate, I'm just building this using drag and drop and stuff like that. So when I receive a call to this endpoint, I am passing the body into a JSON object, and then I'm creating two variables to store the score and then the sentiment, that the sentiment analysis AI model is going to give me. So then the next step, so let's do sentiment, and then you see AI builder, I select it, and then you can see where is that? Predict whether something extract. Let's go up. Detect count. Detect the language. Extract entities. Analyze. Yeah, there you go. It was right in front of me. So you select this one. Okay. So it's logging me in. I think so. There you go. So the language here is English. I'm expecting it to come in English. All right. And then the text. The text is going to be that information that was passed to me, here. So it's going to be this text. So the text here is going to be, so we are picking it from the passing JSON text, right? So when you call this, right? This is going to return the sentiment and whatever that is, okay? So I'm now going to set those variables. I should just do variable. Sorry guys, if we go over 5 minutes, pardon me, let's go over just 5 minutes so you can appreciate this the more. All right, this was just question that was asked, and I want to use that to explain things to you. So here we want to set the score, and then the value now will come from sentiment analysis. Do you see it? So it's going to be where is that? So let's say probability overall text is negative, probability overall text is neutral. So it's going to be the score, right? So here, let's look at this. Let's do the overall probability overall text. Let's do this. Scored between 0 least and 1. Let's see, positive sentiment, probability sentiment. So let's just do the probability overall text neutrality. Okay, so that will be the score. All right, so let's do this. Let's give this to the score, and then let's set another one. So let's do variable here, and then let's set the sentiment. So I select the drop down and I pick the sentiment variable, and we want to set the sentiment variable to, there you go, probability sentences. No, where's that? Yeah. So there you go. So sentiment itself, whether it is positive, negative, or neutral. All right. So let's just do it's overall text. Okay. If we decide to do sentence, it's going to pick. Well, I think we should just do sentence. All right. Let's just say that to text. No, let's do sentence. Don't worry. You can fine tune this. All right. Actually, you know what? Let's do text. Because see, if it's doing sentence, it's going to run through the whole thing. So let me delete this. Let's just do text. Okay, guys, let's do text. So that so this here is text. Good. So let's do text. Okay. So let's do set variable. Yeah. So this is a very good use case just to show you the power of the power platform and the fact that it can cross domain. Okay, so let's do variable, and let's set the variable. So here I always like to best practice. So let's just say set the score variable, and then here let's rename this and say set the sentiment variable. All right, so here drop down sentiment, and then this one we're going to pick it from the overall text sentiment. Okay, so we do this, and let's save this. So if we did this, it will run through the process. However, it's not going to return anything to you. Okay, so what I wanted to do, I'm going to do another compose. Okay, compose. So we have JSON, and then I'm going to compose something right here. And this is what I'm going to compose, okay? So it's a simple, it's going to be a simple JSON object, okay? So we're going to call this the score. And we're going to set the score to the score variable, okay? There you go. So comma, and then sentiment. And then this one, let me just put this in brackets. We're going to set the sentiment to the sentiment variable. All right, so let's put this here. Awesome. And then let me save this. So far, I'm going to do a simple test for you to see what happens. Okay. So manually. Okay, let's try this test. Now it's just going to ask me to perform. Don't worry. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go back, guys. Let's just edit it. Let's finish it first, because I need to pass the data to it. So I don't want to. So let's quickly go through this. So first of all, I'm going to receive a call to this endpoint with a payload of just a text. It's going to parse the text and extract the text information. I'm declaring two variables to hold the score and the prediction. And then you see, I'm calling AI Builder sentiment analysis to detect the sentiment. And then once the response comes, I'm setting those two variables, creating an object, and then in Power Automate, because this is going to go back to Sosu's application, which is written in Flutter, we need to send a response. All right. So this is like building an API low code, right? So if you're still on, this is like building a simple API using Power Automate with a low code. You don't have to do a lot of crazy stuff. Okay. Yeah, you can secure it and all that, but today, for this purpose, we are not so much stressing on, securing it and all that, right? Let's keep it very simple, okay? So response, I'm going to go to response, and then I'm going to send you a 200. There are no headers, and then the body of the response is going to be the output of the compose, all right? And I'm going to save this. So Sosu, your code is ready. So now, how does Sosu consume this? Using how would you consume this Power Automate? So let's quickly, I'm going to open my Postman. So I'm going to assume, it's just going to be like an API call. All right. So let's open Postman real quick. And then remember, you need to pass it you need to pass a body to it, and then we'll process it, and then we can test it out. All right. So yeah, whilst that is running, I just want to be sure that, I just want to be sure we've saved it. Cool. Let's save this and go back. Great. So yeah, we can just delete this random we actually we shouldn't have. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm just going to copy this and see if it's going to be so here this one said it was negative and 96%. Okay, so I'm going to let's create a new actually, let's go and check and be sure that, let's go to our flow and see whether we did a post or, yeah, it's actually a post. I think so. So let's open our Postman, and then the body, which is raw and is a JSON. I know you need this. You need something called a text, and then you pass a text. So we are doing this. We are doing this as if this was entered. And where are you sending this? Remember this, which is generated by Power Automate for you. We copy this. We change this to a post, and then we paste the URL in there, and then we send. And if everything goes well, look at that. Guys, can you see that? So you see the output 0.4 sentiment is negative. So this is the probability, or this is the look, this thing is negative. So you can now interpret this in your application. So in your Flutter application, however you want to. If you want to use a sad emoji, a good emoji, and all that, you can do that. All right. Yeah. Yes. So says the power. Actually, let's go and check. Let's go and check this. So if you come back to the flow, we'll see that it was run one time, and then as you can see, yeah. So the Power Platform is very versatile. So you see, your request came in, it saw it, my device. All right, it parsed it successfully and got this output. We initialized the variable. Sentiment analysis was run. So you can see probability of our text is 96%, right? Ovid neutral 0.4. So I should have actually picked this one. And then, we set the two variables, and then we sent it to you in the response this way, right? So yes, that is ending on Sosu's note. Says that the Power Automate platform is very extensible. Yes, you can do a lot of crazy stuff today. Today, we've just seen one of the pre-built modules, which is the sentiment analysis in the AI builder. And we've used that to create a Power Automate flow. And now Sosu is going to call that Power Automate flow from a Flutter app. Now, think about it this way. It could also have been a tweet, right? So social media marketers, brand influencers, you want to see what people are saying. Is it positive or negative? You can do a similar thing, run it through. So look, let me show you something. Quickly, everybody, quickly. So here, instead of your HTTP call, it could have been Twitter. When you receive something from Twitter, right? You go through the same process and you process it. So if this looks like something that you want to be doing with me every Sunday at 8 p.m. GMT, have some fun, learn how to integrate it. So you see, it doesn't matter what your business is, doesn't matter what your skill set is. Power Platform allows you to do all this cool and awesome stuff. If you want to be doing this with me every Sunday, please, first of all, call your friends, call your family, call your loved ones, even your enemies, so that they learn. So you don't go to, call them, tell them to subscribe to the channel right here, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so that when we go live or we release new videos, you get them. And then make a deal with me next week, Sunday. So we continue. This time, invoices, receipt, we're going to see the process again. And then also, yes, interest. And then also, if you are a pro dev and you want to see how to use Azure Cognitive Services, we started with speech, we are now on language. The same way, how you can use Azure Cognitive Services to build your model, use it in AI Builder, and then deploy it. Join me on Friday for Demystified Tech. Until then, I remain the same Samuel Adranyi, live from Accra, Ghana, sharing bits of knowledge to make the world a better place. Go into the week with positivity, open minds, share the love, be kind, and let's make the world a better place. I am out. Enjoy the rest of your evening.